Oh, they got bands today.
Yeah, that's what they said. But yeah, he was looking stupid.
Welcome to Elle Unfiltered, where you can hear the stories from behind the scenes from actors, artists, producers, and writers, and more.
And then he was looking. She just don't ever just the same shit. He's super grown anyway.
He was sweating.
Okay. Hi, you guys. Welcome to Elle Unfiltered. It's me, Elle. This is the day that you hear my voice and my voice of my guest. My guest will join us in about 9 minutes. We're going to have Phil and Seth Aronson. They are folk rock singers. Yeah, folk rock, folk. Why does that word not want to roll off my tongue like that? They are folk rock singer and songwriters from New Jersey, New York. That's who's coming to talk to me in about 7 minutes or so. And they're twins. So we have the twins, Seth and Philip Aronson from the tri-state area. So we talk about New York, New Jersey, all that good stuff. So they're going to come and chat with us today. And so I'm looking forward to that conversation. We've had to reschedule a couple of times, but they're here. So we're gonna just dig into some really great news. In the meantime, before they come on, let's give you guys a couple of trending topics real quick. So before you guys came on, Brown and I were talking about J.D. Vance's appearance on View earlier today, which left him sweaty. Uh, Whoopi asked him a question about what's with them trying to erase history, erase Black folks' culture and contributions to the country. J.D. Vance said, and then looked over to Sonny Holston, and then Sonny pretty much asked him the same question, and then he tried to form it. Then he tried to reframe the question. Whoopi jumped in and said, "That's not what I said," and said the whole time I guess the crowd was just groaning, moaning, and groaning because he was there. He's there talk. He's there trying to. This is what's asinine to me. You're there trying to pitch a book about faith and learning who you are, things of that nature, and you don't even believe what you write. That's the thing. That's what's amazing to me. But the other thing is that somehow people are so arrogant as to feel that people are so uneducated and so foolish that they will buy and believe anything. Now, keep in mind there are 77 million art who are just that foolish and that stupid and believe the crap that they were selling when they voted that man into office. But that's neither here nor there. And then so apparently so JD's very uncomfortable and he was sweating. And then let's move on to another idiot. So of course, Mr. What's his name? Jay Z. I'm so sick of hearing that damn name today. This has been a week. It's my second day having to talk about Jay Z. So apparently Jay Z decided he was going to make it. He's made a deal with Target. People have been boycotting. Have been boycotting Target and things of that nature. At least black folks have been boycotting Target. And I want to put their money, their dime into it. So Jay Z goes behind the backs and makes a deal with Target. We don't know how much money Target put in his pocket, but in order to bring black folks back into shopping at Target. Now I'm gonna keep in mind. I said when the boycott initially started with Target, I did that. I didn't shop there for a long time, but I don't shop there that much anyway now. So I have gone back in there, and I go in there from time to time for a couple items, but nothing to the degree that I was shopping at before. That I was shopping before. So I don't do that. But is anyone shocked at Jay Z? I mean, why are we surprised at Jay Z? Jay Z has never. He think him tearing down the old projects in New Jersey and then rebuilt some new projects. He thought he did something so spectacular. What's frustrating to me is that we have this era of people of color, of black folk, and I'm a black woman, so I can say this. We have an era of that, and the list is very long at this point. Those like Jay Z and Ice Cube and who else? Just Kevin Hart's the whole just the list just goes. Snoop Dogg and who else? Some of all these other rappers who feel like they can be in a they want to be on the same playing field. They want to be on the same playing field as 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 all these other people. And so for you to it's just this is what I would say. I have never really been a true fan of rappers in the first place because I'm not one who really never really got into the whole rap thing or whatever. But I do have some things that I love about some of the rappers. Like I said, I'm a big, huge LL Cool J fan. Always have been. But to me, it's the ones that I want to talk about that seems to be limited in their education or knowledge and feel because you managed to wrap your way into notoriety or wrap your way into millions of dollars or into a certain tier and like you feel like all of a sudden now you can forget I don't even like to use the framing really you can forget like the other people that's coming up or has come up next to you. You seem to want to forget. I don't even want to use the phrase like where you come from. I don't even like to use that phrasing, but it appears to me that because you have a dime or a dollar that you want to align yourself with a certain echelon of people, and you don't look at that at who they are. You look at their wallets and their bank accounts. You don't look at who they fundamentally are as a human being and how you treat other people. And I have a problem with that because you have money. You're just going to totally disregard um, uh, uh, the fact that people have, and we all have faults. Don't get me wrong, we all have faults. But when your faults are so enhanced as like a 34 times convicted felon, or you want to erase Black history or indigenous people's history, when you want to do that, that's a problem for me. And I and it really, I guess it really especially bothers me because you are a person of color, but but then it goes back to anyone also. Even if you are not a person of color and you still align yourselves with this travesty that we see every day and we hear in the White House, I I have issues with that. I have issues with you as a human being. So, as I said earlier, this is the day that I talk to my guests, and today's no exception. So today my guests are in the room, Philip and Seth Aronson from the tri-state area, New York, New Jersey. They're gonna come and chat with us. They are, I have to get this right because I'm always doing something wrong. So they are folk rock singers. So they're here to explain to us exactly what that is and talk about the latest music. And I'll get to them talk about some other stuff too if they don't mind. So without further ado, let me add them to the screen. Hello, my twins.
Hey,
Hello,
how
how are
doing?
you?
Wow, they even speak together. Oh my God, this is gonna be interesting. How are you guys this after? Well, it's evening for you. So how are you this evening?
We're
We're
great.
great.
Great. Well, I'm glad you guys. I can't. This is go okay. So who am I speaking with? Who's Seth and who's Philip?
I'm Seth, and I'm Philip.
Okay, you guys still up to you guys identical twins?
Yes.
My God, I can't. This is too funny to me. Oh my God, I've seen this experience before where people are talking, you guys answer at the exact same time. So this is gonna be really interesting to me. So I described you guys as folk rock singers. Can I explain to me what that is when we talk about a genre?
I would say the genre is, well, we're storytellers.
I cannot.
So we tell stories, emotional stories about our life experiences, and hope that other people, when they hear our music, are able to reflect in their own way. So it's folk is very folky and poppy.
Because you guys are you guys I think you love artists like James Taylor, Simon and Garfunkel. What is it about those artists that resonates with your style?
Well,
Because
we grew up.
I'm a James Taylor fan. Just so we clear, I love me some James Taylor.
Oh, he's brilliant, a genius. Um, and he went through some very difficult times,
Hmm.
um, a lot of anguish. And without a doubt, I think one has to experience anguish to be inspired. And you could see that in his music, in every song. Um, so we grew up listening to these songs, and we sang along with them. And it became a style and a comfort
Okay.
that we I guess felt we could do ourselves, and that's what inspired us. And we wrote some of our first songs when we separated for the first time in our lives, going to separate schools.
Wow. So James Taylor is. I gotta tell the story. I tell the story all the time. As you guys can see, I'm a black woman. Okay, there you go. So I was a teacher beforehand. So I taught in a predominantly black school, right? And I was doing some productions for the kids. So I said, "This is James Taylor. I love this particular Christmas album that he put out." So I said, I'm gonna let the kids listen to this and play with this." Okay. So the kids, they was like, "Miss Ellis, who is this? We love him." Now, this was like a few years, this is about 10 years ago. And so they, even today, they see me. They said, I love this man," and they just going back and they research all the work that he's done. So he's been influential in many generations. I don't even think he's aware of. He was aware of.
I would agree.
Yeah, I would agree too. I just want to tell that story because I love the fact that my little kids love James Taylor. So I wanted to put that out there for you all in the universe. So tell me about Simon and Garfunkel. What was so special about Simon and Garfunkel that you guys like his work, is like their work as well?
I would say their harmonies are absolutely brilliant, and my brother and I have very similar voices. So
Okay.
the concept when we sing is that two voices become one, so that a listener really has a difficult time distinguishing whose voice is whose.
And I read that in your bio when you guys were saying you call it elemental, if I'm not mistaken. So that means like coming together as one voice.
Correct.
Oh my God, this is so freaky for me. I don't even know what to do with myself. So you guys were a different group beforehand, and then you became who you are now. So how did you? And that's dating back in New York, right? In the early stages of your careers.
Yes. Well, as Seth said earlier, we separated for the first time in 18 and a half years. Seth went to Tulane in New Orleans, and I went to Syracuse, and we missed each other on so many levels. It was a very difficult time. In fact, probably one of the most difficult times in our lives. And it was when we realized that we had to not just be the twins, but we were forging to not only develop our own individuality, but understanding that we had that incredible bond, which is our twin individuality, and that we couldn't separate. So our first song that we wrote was called Mirror Images.
Yeah.
And that's what we took as our stage name. And what it deals with is our relationship as twins, as brothers, but most of all, as best friends. Yeah. And we wrote it over the phone.
What made the separation so difficult for you guys? What was that like? Just being separated for 18 years, and why make that decision? Because you guys could have gone to a university together. So why make the decision to separate?
I think our parents pushed us. Yeah, they were very instrumental in saying, "Hey, guys, you've been together. It's go your separate ways, do your own thing." And what was really wonderful about it is that we forged relationships on both ends, and Seth's friends became my friends, and Phil's friends became my friends. So our world of connectivity, friendships, and relationships doubled exponentially. So it was very cool. And I lost my double wardrobe.
Oh my God!
I'm bigger than he is. I couldn't fit into his clothing.
Oh my goodness! So when you guys were separated and you wrote that first song, was that, you just said that was Mirror Images? Was that the first song you guys ever wrote? Of being apart?
Yes. That was the first song.
And I know there's a story behind there. So I'm trying to imagine in my mind, what is that story you guys saying about meeting other people, feeling connected but apart? Is that why the mirror image was? Is that how you came with the name Mirror Image, or how did you come about that name?
Well, I got up one morning and I was leaving my dorm room, and there was a mirror to the left of my door, and I looked in the mirror and I said, "A reflection in a mirror is that you I see inside. Shall I ask you who you are, or shall I run and hide? Our lives have been so close throughout the many years, and now I stand alone, fighting all my fears." So it was, wow.
That was so powerful.
My brother's not here. I'm afraid. Will I be able to be whole myself? And the rest of the song completes and brings in the fact that we're best friends, and that I'll always know he's my best friend, and I'll always find and be that he's a part of me.
This is like the best story so far that I've heard about twins. And you guys really do feel that way, like you're each other's best friends. Even though I have siblings, yeah, I don't feel that way about my siblings all the time. So to hear you guys say that warms my heart.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. You know, from birth to death, I need never be alone. I always have that special someone. And we had the opportunity to share. And it makes it really special. Most of the twin relationships that we know, they become really good friends of ours too. So it's almost like it's a family.
So do you guys have your separate families? You talk about like your wife, kids?
Yes. Yes.
Wow. So any more twins in the family?
Well, there are a lot of twins in our family.
Oh.
In fact, we have cousins that are twins. We have probably like 5 sets in our family. And the woman I'm seeing now, I was 21 years married. And then now I'm seeing someone now for 17 years. We're not married, but you could basically call ourselves married. She's a twin.
Wow.
Not to a girl, but to a guy.
Okay.
And then she has brothers that are identical twins. My daughter is married to an identical twin.
Oh my God.
And her grandmother is an identical twin.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so there's a slew of us. Yeah.
You guys cannot get away from the whole twin thing. That's amazing.
Look, we still dress alike. We got a 2-for-1. You know that BOGO at the supermarket.
You guys are off the chain already. Oh my God. So tell me, who's the songwriter of the two of you? Are both you guys the songwriters, or is one better at the melody versus the lyrics? Or you guys?
That's a great question. That's a great question. I would say
I thought so too.
I would say Seth has been more the lyricist power,
Okay.
but there isn't a song that we haven't collaborated on. So Seth will write some words, especially when we were in school. He'd get on the phone. You know, at that time there weren't smartphones. This was back in the 80s.
Payphones.
Yeah, and he would say, "Hey, Phil, what do you think?" And then I would take the lyrics and I'd put it to music, and I would take my guitar and sing into the phone. And then we'd send cassettes back and forth in the mail.
Can you guys believe that? They would send cassettes. For you younger people who don't know, just look it up. Just look it up. Just figure out what a cassette is, or 8-track tape for that matter. Just look it.
There you go.
Okay, so when you guys are writing, and you're in the zone, where does your inspiration come from?
Wow, that's another great question. It really comes from.
That's my job. That's my job. Come on.
Yeah. You do a good job.
Oh my God. Well, thank you. See. Okay, keep going. I'm gonna shut up now.
Well, for example, sometimes it's a life experience, or sometimes it's an event. One of the songs we wrote, it was wild. I must have written it in 15 minutes.
Wow.
And it's called Love Will See Us Through. And it's basically a living memorial for the people that were tragically killed in Newtown, Connecticut.
Okay.
Do you remember the school shooting?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And there were 26 people. And in that song, there is every single person that was killed that day. Their name is part of the song.
Wow.
Their name is in the song.
Okay, tell me the name of that song.
It's called Love Will See Us Through.
There you go. I'm writing, so I'm taking my notes down here. All right. Okay, so that was one moment that inspired you guys. What was another moment that inspired a really heartfelt song?
Paint the Rain.
On a more personal note.
On a more personal note, I would say, with all respect to Peter Frampton, the title is Show Me the Way. I was in a very deep depression, and I suffered tremendously. And I was in the psychiatric ward, and I was asking God to show me the way from the darkness into the light.
Oh, wow.
So I wrote the lyrics, and Seth and I got together, finished the music, and it's a song that really expresses a time in my life of inspiration through anguish and pain.
So Seth, what was that like for you? For you to know your brother was going through this challenge, did you feel? Well, I know you always get this question. Did you feel the anguish that he was feeling at the time, and what did you do, if anything, to help bring him out of that?
Well, I was there to support him in every capacity. Unfortunately, mental illness runs in our family, so I had an episode when I graduated college. I fell into a very deep and dark depression, although I wasn't as severe as Philip, where I had to be hospitalized. But I wouldn't wish what happened on me to my worst enemy. I'd rather break every bone in my body, have a physical ailment,
Wow.
than go through the depression that I went through. It was 8 months of living hell. And, I still battle. Every day there's some type of struggle, but I always look to the positive. So through my experience, which happened much earlier than Philip's, I knew that he would get better. And I knew that it was only a temporary situation and that he would come through it, that there was a light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah, I saw the light. It was a train. Well, that's what he was thinking of at the time. Now, see, Seth had his depression first, so we're twins. It would only be fair that I had one.
Oh my God, you guys! Oh my God.
You know what? I joke about it, and I speak on suicide prevention and awareness.
But I think that's great. I think the fact that you can speak about going through something and then coming out the other side, is that a way? Is that part of your music that keeps you inspired to keep you moving forward and not looking back at that moment?
Absolutely. And I hope that when people hear our music and I'm lecturing or speaking and sharing, that they understand that they'll get there to the other side just like I did. I mean, I'm one of millions. I just had the opportunity to tell my story in both music and in a book.
So you wrote a book too.
Yes.
What's the name of the book?
It's called Morning Has Broken, A Couple's Journey Through Depression. And it chronicles my 2.5 years of hell.
Wow, it does. Wow.
Yeah. So you talked originally about how is one inspired? They're inspired through their life experiences, good and bad.
Mm-hmm.
We have happy songs too.
Well, I to be honest, I think when people relate to the struggles of other people, that makes that connection, in my opinion. I mean, joyful songs are good too, but I think when you speak to the heart of other people, that brings the song to life, adds more life to it.
I completely agree.
I love you guys. You know what? I've met a couple other tri-state area people, New York people. You guys are not the norm. Have you ever even ever told that? Because New Yorkers are known to be short-sighted, to be a little rude. Do you guys get that all the time? You guys are not like that. I'm gonna be honest. I was nervous because when I realized that you guys were from the East Coast, I was like, oh God, I don't know if they're gonna like me or not. So I was a little worried. It's like all day, so I've been studying my notes and I don't want to say anything stupid, but inevitably I always do anyway. So it is what it is. So this new track, what is this new track about?
In terms of the new songs,
Mm-hmm.
Well, we have "Show Me the Way," which was an older song, but it's now playing on some radio stations internationally. And I believe we were on your station, if I'm correct.
Yes.
So thank you so much for spinning our tune. We appreciate it. We also have new songs that we're starting to work on. We have an upcoming performance, which we're really excited about. It's part of the concert series, the summer concert series in Old Tappan, New Jersey. So everyone will come out with lawn chairs and picnic baskets, and
Nice.
it'll be like the concert in Central Park, like Simon and Garfunkel. Yeah.
I like the visual. I like the visual you give me with that. That sounds really cool.
We're really excited about it. It should be great. Yeah, it'll be really nice. And one of the songs that Seth wrote is called Remember When. And he was sitting at a park bench and watching these children jump in puddles. And he looked at that and said, wow, I remember when I was a little kid. So it's remember when, not long ago. It seems like yesterday. A running race, a smiling face, it all has passed away. Hide and go seek in Little Bo Peep, a land of fairy tales. Behind in thought, I move ahead. Do you remember when? When you were young and so carefree with open mind and curiosity. But now it's past, it's all gone now. Another stage, an older brow. And then it goes into remembering when. And with each day, I come to see increased responsibility. But older with each day I get, my younger years, I can't forget.
That sounds beautiful. That's simply beautiful. Okay, so all the good she said. Let me get past that. But that's really good. How did you guys get into music? What was there a parent or a family member who was into music and you guys just kind of said, I want to do that? What made, because music is hard.
Yes.
It's hard. So how did you guys decide that this is what I want to do? It's emotionally taxing. So the fact that you guys stayed.
It actually started when we were very young, and it was because my dad enjoyed smoking cigars. So we took one of his cigar boxes and punched a round hole about maybe 3 inches in diameter.
Okay.
And then we lifted the lid and strung rubber bands around it.
Wow.
And
was that your microphone?
that was our little guitar.
Oh, okay.
And then family came over for holidays and we'd perform.
Really? You were those kids. You know how all the parents always want to put the kids on stage for all the family to see. So you were those kids.
Yeah. Yeah, we were the annoying little twins. Yeah.
No. I'm sure they were like, they're cute. Let the twins sing for us. Let the twins perform for us. So, okay. And so from there, how did you guys continue to grow in your music and love music and embrace it more and more?
Well,
so at what age did you say, I want to do this professionally?
I would say professionally was when we were in college, which is how our music all started. But prior to that, our father, was he went to School of Visual Performing Arts. He played the fiddle.
Okay.
But he didn't make it past the first year because he was a troublemaker.
Okay. Well, most creative people are. Just so you say, most of them are.
And then Mom played the piano quite well.
Oh, wow.
And she has a beautiful voice, but can't carry a tune. And Dad had an okay voice, but he could carry a tune. So we got lucky. We got a bit of both.
The twins got it. You guys got the 1-2 punch, the 1-2-3 punch.
So we traveled in high school on a teen camp on a tour. And there were other guys that were on the bus that played guitar. Okay. And Philip said, you know what? These guys, they take guitars. You can go wherever you want to go and play. See how people are gravitated towards this. I'd like to learn. So he took the guitar and borrowed it during the trip and became self-taught.
Wow, really?
Yes.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, then there wasn't any YouTube then. It was all different. It was a different time. So I bought books and sheet music, and another famous artist that we love very much is Cat Stevens.
Okay, yep, I read that.
Yeah, he was very instrumental in our music career.
So I read you guys do a lot of performing around in your area. Are you guys looking to branch out from the area that you're in now? Say like coming to Chicago maybe, or LA maybe, or Atlanta maybe, some of those bigger arenas.
I'll tell you, I would love to, but there's so much responsibility, and not that you get set in your ways. It's, yeah, you know what? It's not like you can't do it,
Hmm.
but in order to be successful now in the music industry, I think you got to go. You got to travel.
Yeah.
We're not 23. We're not 18. We're not single. We have responsibilities, full-time jobs.
Hmm.
So it's really become a serious avocation, and it's we really enjoy it. I'd love to, if we had no responsibility, I'd say, yo, let's just go. We always said, if we have our guitar and our voices, we could travel. We'll always make money,
True.
and just take a backpack and a tent, whatever we needed to do.
Because here's what I think. I think there are so many. It's the summertime now, and there are so many festivals throughout the different states that you guys kind of like get on there and just perform to so many people. At these different festivals. I mean, like for me, for like Chicago, my God, the festivals they started in May and they go nonstop until I think like October. On some blocks, some area, whatever. So, do you guys do any of that in New York or around New Jersey or anything?
Yeah, well, one of the festivals that we were involved in is coming up in July on the 29th. So we're not the only group performing every Saturday and or Sunday. Also during the week, there are musicians that perform. So we have a day set to us, which is exciting because it's nice to play with an audience. We often play a lot of restaurants, and
Mhm.
we're more background music as opposed to really presenting and sharing our original songs.
So when you guys hit that stage and you look out there and you see all these eyes looking at you, what is that feeling like for you? Are you nervous? Are you excited? What's going on in your minds?
Both. I think you always get a little bit, of that butterfly,
Hmm.
but once you start going and you see someone in the audience and you connect, and then you see someone else singing along and you connect and they're singing with you, it just takes the music to a higher level. It becomes not only we're performing, but they're performing with us. It's really a shared experience. Yeah, I would say one of the most amazing experiences is when you're playing your own song and you look
Hmm.
out in the audience and they're singing the words to your song. That is just a wow.
Yeah, yeah, I get that. I understand that feeling. I'm not a singer. Don't get me wrong. And don't even ask me to sing. It's never gonna happen. But but I like to sing in the shower where nobody else can hear me. But I do when we're talking and you connect with the audience and you can see in their eyes that they connect with you, and that what gets the juices flowing for you, I guess.
Yeah, I told Seth the other day we were practicing, and when we rehearse, we have fun, and they'll say, "Wow, let's try this. Maybe we should try this harmony. How do you feel about that?" But what we can do is we create opportunities to be able to enjoy the music and feel the music. So performers perform
Hmm.
and artists live their music. So I live it. I'm in that song and I'm thinking about the words and I'm telling the story to the music.
Hmm.
And when I'm finished, it's just, it's euphoric. It's just an amazing feeling that you're creating music and other people are enjoying it too. It's about, like I said at the beginning, it's It's about sharing sharing.
Mm-hmm.
stories, sharing stories.
When you're speaking, I can feel that vibe from you. How you just embrace your music and you want people to really feel that and get that when you're performing. So I get it. I get it. Yeah. So if you guys were, because you're older now, and telling you, if you had to tell yourself, your younger self, something about the music industry, what would that be? right now to tell your younger self? Because you're older now. So what would you tell your younger self about this whole music thing?
I would still say just have fun. Have fun. Yeah,
Just
when you get on stage and if you have fun, they'll have fun. Your audience will have fun. It's all about the connection. And when we sing songs that are covers,
Mhm.
we're like, come on, join us. Let's have a good time.
But then you have to be able to sing. So that's the other thing. They have to be able to sing.
Well, there's some people that, I mean, you've been to karaoke, right?
Yeah.
So there you go. People still enjoy. They have a good time.
But if you can't carry a note, I don't know if I want to hear you because I'm just gonna like you messed that song up. That's not how that goes. So I'm one of those people. So if you're doing a cover song and I'm just like, where did that come from? That makes no sense to me. So I'm one of those people. Do you ever get critiques on your cover songs that people are like, why did you do that? That's not right. Do you ever get any critiques like that?
No, I think we've always gotten positive. Um,
Look at you
critiques.
guys.
And what we do is we take an artist's song and we don't exactly sing it the way they do.
Okay.
And we put our spin on it, just like James Taylor did for his Christmas album.
Which don't get me started. I love that album.
Yeah, it's a brilliant album.
I love, but I love all the stuff that he does. He has a whole tone that's uniquely him.
Yeah,
That
you can
the
hear
moment
his
he
voice.
starts to sing, you know who that is.
Yeah, you hear that voice and you know
Yes.
it.
Yep. So if you guys had the opportunity to say to pick an artist right now, who would that artist be that you guys could collaborate with?
Ooh. I would say um, I would say James Taylor. Yeah, James Taylor and Simon and Garfunkel. I'd say James Taylor, Simon and Garfunkel, and Cat Stevens. I
Okay, see
still like a lot of guys from America. Yeah, America's a great band.
that. Okay, I'm with you.
And Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, great band. It's we tend to express ourselves in the harmony melody, and a
Mhm.
lot of the artists that we listen to and enjoy have a lot of harmonies and melodies
Yep.
that combine and weave together.
Do you find like the artists today that are singing? Do you find that melody is literally missing in what they're doing? Because honestly, um, I just got into the whole publishing music business thing too. So we just recently dropped a new single from an artist, and one of the things that was struck me was that just the whole melody thing. I'm not a professional in that respect, but it was just listening to my producer trying to instruct the artist how to sing a song, and sending me all these different like, do you hear that right there, Ellen? Like, yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. So, do you find that that's the most important thing is the melody that you when you're picking a song, or when you're trying to put out a song? It's the melody, the harmony, all that stuff. Is that the most important part of the creation of the song for you guys?
I would say the creation of the song begins obviously with inspiration and your ability to write the lyrics. But when you're singing and there's a harmony and melody, Seth and I often just sing. He'll
Okay.
sing the melody, I'll sing the harmony, then all of a sudden he'll sing the harmony and I'll sing the melody.
It just happens.
Yeah, we don't have to sit down and say, you sing this and I'll sing this. We sing it. It happens.
Really? Well, that's the twin thing, you guys. That's the twin thing up here.
Yeah, it's definitely a twin thing.
So okay, so when you guys decide on a certain song, and okay, here's the thing: do you guys disagree? When one of you go say I like this song, you say I don't like that one. So how do you guys solve the problem when one likes something and the other one does not?
We drop the song and we pick another.
Really?
No,
Yeah,
we put up our fists.
I really. Oh my god! So, when you want to inspire, like you said, when you want to inspire some, you guys are at the age now when you want to inspire young singers. What do you tell them to do first? What do you tell a young singer just starting out what to do first, and what to do and what not to do?
To be truthful to themselves, to realize that they should do what they need to do and want to do, not what the music industry is telling them to do. because there are a lot of amazing artists out there that are never heard.
I agree with that.
And I think, unfortunately, I think AI is going to take over a lot of the music industry. I think there'll be Grammys for AI songs. I really do.
See, we were just tackling that with this latest single that we just did, and so it's definitely not AI at all. But I said when people, I can tell the difference. So I don't understand how people cannot tell the difference between original music and AI music. That I just don't get that. How can people not know that? Because AI music is not even good. I'm gonna be honest. It's not good to me.
Well, it's not good to me either. I have a friend who plays in the pit orchestra for Wicked
Okay.
and The Lion King,
Okay.
and she's a woodwind player. So she'll play sax, she'll play flute, she'll play clarinet. And I had dinner with her just the other night, and she said, Phil, she said, they're replacing us with mechanics, musical AI. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's sad.
They're less paid human beings playing today because of technology.
Well, that's across the board. It's not just music.
Yeah, it's not just music. It's everything.
Look at our world.
Yeah.
I mean, all the technology, it connects us, but I think it disconnects us. And that's a real rough thing.
And for me, I always say when people talk about AI, I said to me, it's supposed to enhance. You're not supposed to take it and put it out there front and center. And I just believe that at some point, the whole AI, it's gonna grow and it's gonna do what it's going to do. But at some point, people are going to say, I don't want this, even though they thought they were saving money. Because here's what always happens, in my opinion: when people think they're saving a buck, in the long run, they're gonna learn that they didn't save as much as they thought they were going to. That's what I always believe that.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. When we have the opportunity to get into the studio, we play with live musicians. Not only are they amazing musicians, but they're also friends of ours. And it's a great time to get together and enjoy and share and have fun and laugh and get into the studio and jam.
I love that part. To me, the AI, when people want to use AI, that's just you being lazy. That's how I look at it. It's just you being lazy and you want something quick, something that's going to maybe financially benefit you for a minute, but not in the long run. Because I promise you, when I hear AI songs, I know what it is, and I think it's garbage. To be honest, I do. I think it's garbage. And I tell my producer all the time, I don't have a real musical ear, but I know what I like and what I don't like. He said, then you have an ear. I was like, okay.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so where can we? Everybody's on here. They love you guys on TikTok. So tell everybody where they can find your music at. And
Well,
our music can be found on Aronson, Aronson, Twins Music.com.
AronsonTwinsMusic.com. Okay, you got it? Now write that down. All right. And what can we look forward to you guys throughout the summer? What can we look forward to you guys seeing, being, hearing? Where are you guys? Everywhere. What's going on?
Well, we'll probably be writing some new songs that'll wind up on our AronsonTwinsMusic.com website. And we're really enjoying getting back together again. We had I put my guitar away for 2.5 years.
Okay.
And then dusted it off and said, hey, Seth, let's start singing again. We really enjoyed it. Life gets in the way.
But you got to make room for what you really love, though. And you guys
absolutely.
You guys have been doing the music for a long time, so I can't imagine you guys not going to the very end with this. Are you guys looking to at some point maybe like have like a Grammy nod or Grammy nomination? Do you guys consider yourself independent artists? The whole gamut. What's going on?
Well, we're definitely independent artists, and we're hoping that through the resurgence of our energy and our ability to produce some new songs, that it'll get out there and maybe even someone will pick up one of our songs for a movie or a commercial or a series. You never know.
I like all that you just said. You never know. You never know. Are you guys? So you guys do all your management and all those things by yourself? You don't have a manager, producer. You don't have anyone like that.
Well, the woman I'm seeing right now she says, I'm your manager, guys. No, she did get us this concert, summer series concert.
That's great.
Yeah, and just a month ago, we played at a restaurant that we kind of grew up at, and I was speaking to the owner, and he said, "Yeah, you guys come on down," and we filled the place. It was shoulder to shoulder. We had almost
Wow.
20 people from our elementary and middle school and high school there for us. It was just such a wonderful evening.
It was packed. I mean, they literally had to turn people away.
How did that make you guys feel? Wow, that must have been like, oh, I can't believe this is happening.
Yeah, it was really nice because that was our first performance in 2.5 years. It was great.
Look at that. That was a sign to me that you should be doing exactly what you're doing and keep going forward, keep moving forward. That's
Thanks.
how I look at it.
Thanks.
Okay, you guys, I gotta wrap this up now. Thank you guys. I'm so glad we were able to make this happen. I know we had to reschedule a couple of times, but you guys were fantastic and you put me at ease. So thank you, because I was really nervous about the New York, New Jersey people.
Very easy.
You got
easy like Sunday morning.
You guys just
take
made me
care,
smile.
Elle.
You guys just made me smile. I love that. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. You guys got to come back and we got to talk some more. Because I might have something for you guys. We got to talk some more.
You bet.
Thanks
Thank
for
you so
having
much.
us on.
All right.
Really
Thank
appreciate
you guys.
it. Bye now. Take
Bye.
care.
Bye.
Bye.
Phil and Seth, you guys. Did you guys like that conversation? I loved it. All right. Take care, you guys.
Bye.
Bye. All right. That was Phil and Seth Aronson. That was our conversation for today. You guys, they were fantastic. I hope I did a great job getting you guys familiar with them. I love the conversation. As I told them, because they're from New York, New Jersey guys, and I was kind of nervous because, there's stories you hear about, the New Jersey people being very tough and whatever. But these guys were amazing, and they're twins. They're twin brothers. And they started the conversation. They spoke together. They were answering each other's questions, and I loved it. And they wrapped up the end of the conversation with "easy like a Sunday morning." So thank them so very much. Thank you guys who tuned in on TikTok. I appreciate you very much. Enjoy the rest of your week. Come back and talk to us on Monday with something to talk about. Joining Elle, my daughter Brianna, and Dr. Fights. They're going to be here, and we're going to bring you some more great conversations. In the meantime, I like to say to you guys, hey guys. I like to say, hey excellence, hey excellence, and hi to all the beautiful people out there, and thank you. Peace out.